Welcome back, guys. It's good to see you again. It's time to kick things back up. We have to finish up our story. Remember, we started reading in our last video, going down home with daddy. Going down home with daddy. Okay? And we're looking for elements where the author incorporates or uses. Incorporates is just another word for uses. Uses show, don't tell. Okay? So, let's pick back up from where we left off. Here was the last page. I'll reread it again as I finish the story. Remember, we're looking for examples of show, don't tell. Feel free to pause the video at any point and rewind if you need to find, if you want to specifically pull out the examples of show, don't tell. You got this? Believe in yourself. Daddy's words make me share more than ever. When the ride stops, I ask him what to do. Think with your heart, little Alan, Daddy says. That's what Pa always told me. Just then we hear Granny. Come on and get this food while it's hot, she calls from the porch. We dash inside. The dining room overflows with love-made dishes, smoked turkey, collard greens, mac and cheese, okra, and tomatoes, and biscuits oozing with Mayhar jelly, just like Daddy likes. Scrumptious. Hand in hand, we create a ring inside the house Pa built for Granny. Heart to heart, we share what we're thankful for. Nothing is more important than family, Granny says, tearing up as she looks at every face. Amens all around. Amen. On Sunday, I feel sick. Not a fever and sneezing sick, but wish I had more time sick. The celebration starts at dusk. Get a move on, little Alan, Grandma Loretta says. You know Granny doesn't play. Growing up, we never missed the service. At church, Daddy points to the spot where he and Uncle Jay performed a duet on trombone and trumpet. My hands were shaking so much I could barely play, Daddy says. But then I saw Granny smiling. My jitters went away. I wonder if looking at Granny will help me. But when our eyes meet, all I can think about is being the only kid with nothing to say. After service, we head back to Granny's and change into our reunion t-shirts. Generations of our family smile from every wall. Mama, Sis, and I peer at black and white pictures of Pa and Granny. Their eyes brave and bold. Remind me of Daddy's. You have their eyes too, Mama says. That's when it comes to me. I think about everything I see when I'm here. I think about the tractor ride and Daddy's stories. I think about walking in Pa's and Granny's footsteps. In those of our people and native people long before. I think and collect treasures from our land. I lift my head to the sun. Just before satin night falls, we sit outside on porch steps and metal lawn chairs. It's celebration time. Our people were stolen from Africa and shipped to this continent in chains, Daddy says. But no one could lock away their dreams. They dreamed on this land during slavery. They dreamed on this land as they made a way out of no way and fought Jim Crow. 75 years ago, a farmer and a teacher bought this land. Daddy grazes at Granny. And look at us now. One after another, cousins offer their tributes. Sis' song makes Granny's eyes shine. Isaiah's poem gets everyone nodding. Then I step forward. I feel like a spotlight is blazing on me. I look down and say nothing. It's okay, Lil Allen, Sis whispers. I lift my head and see gleaming smiles. I try again. Cotton for the quilts Granny made. To keep her children warm, I say, holding a white cloud in my fingers. A pecan for the trees Pa planted, and all of the kids love to climb. I pinch dirt and let it rain to the ground, and earth for land, that's ours as far as we can see. Fireflies wink and whirl in a carnival around us, that's all right. I hear Granny say. Daddy flashes a thumb. I grin up at the moon. It glows back to me. We're a mighty family, Daddy booms. Mighty, we roar back. Then we try to make the night stretch on forever. As grown-ups, slap cards and checkers against tables, we cousin dig through old trunks and laugh until our hearts explode with joy. Too soon, our goodbye morning comes. We hug all the way to the door. Then we climb into our car and watch Granny and her house shrink and disappear. When we go down home with Daddy, everything we see holds a piece of him and us. We head up the highway thinking about family and dreaming about next year. And that's the end. And that's why our story is called Going Down Home with Daddy. Wasn't that a beautiful story? Mr. Mayumbo really enjoyed this story. He loves this story for so many reasons, especially because there's so many examples of show, don't tell, and all of the character actions, character feelings, dialogue, and the thought shot, they all appear in this book. Take a moment to just look back at the chart. Feel free to rewind or pause the video so you and a parent or guardian can find the examples of show, don't tell. Just pick out a few. Your job is just to pick out a few to help your understanding of everything we've been doing in the past few lessons, okay? I'm now going to just go to my favorite page where I saw some show, don't tell. So on the very first page, I love the way on reunion morning we rise before the sun. Daddy hums as he packs our car with suitcases and a cooler full of snacks. I can see all of those things. That is a perfect example of show, don't tell. I can see when the kids are waking up as the sun is waking up too, as is rising. I can also see the father holding all these heavy things in their hand, packing the car as the kids are just waking up because the sun is not fully out, and we can look at the pictures because look at the car. It's like in this bluish aura, bluish hue. Aura and hue. Aura is just like what's around something, and the hue is just the color, okay? So you see that this is representative of night, and that's show, don't tell. That was my favorite page in the story, all right? There's so many other examples that you can pull out on your own. I know you can do this. Take your time. That was just one example. I didn't want to give you too many because you guys are in the second grade and you need to push yourself to find as many as possible. Rewind, pause, ask questions to your parents or guardian. Call me if you need me. You got this. Believe in yourself. Have a great day, guys.